Look at my hair right now. She is refreshed, she is moisturized, she is happy. But 23 days ago, these twists were so thirsty they were practically begging me to take them down. And to be honest, I almost did. Then I thought, what if I show you exactly what a real 4C natural hair refresh looks like? The scalp work, the wash, the deep conditioning, the LOC, the retwisting, all of it. So that is exactly what we're doing today. Hi and welcome to Lena's Fab Lane. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am so glad you found me. On this channel, I share tips from my natural hair journey, and today is a wash day and a refresh day, which are honestly some of my favorite days because of the before and after. Let's get into it. Here is what we're going to be covering today. I'm going to clean my scalp. I'm going to shampoo, condition, deep condition to be honest. I'll use the LOC method to lock in moisture. I'm also going to be retwisting the front, the sides, and some of the back of my hair because those sections, to be honest, were crying the loudest. Let's start at the beginning. The beginning for me is always the scalp. 4C mini twist are a protective style, yes, but protective does not mean neglected. Your scalp still needs to breathe, it still needs to be clean. My hair was not just dry, my scalp was already itching. I used the master targeted scalp wash in this step, and I go section by section along my parts, lift my twist all the way to the back, and I take my time. I'm not rushing this step. It is so interesting that scalp care is now a part of my routine because I never used to pay attention to my scalp. It is amazing how something so simple makes a big difference. For those of us with high porosity 4C hair, a clean scalp is the foundation. Build up blocks moisture from getting in, and the last thing we want is more obstacles. I completely forgot to mention I was going to be using a bucket and a bowl to wash my hair because I had already showered for the day and my shower head is not detachable and I wasn't ready to go into the shower and get wet from head to toe. If you went to boarding house like me, you know the deal. The next step is shampoo, and I want to talk about this for a second because shampooing 4C hair in mini twist is a whole conversation. Here is the thing. You are not trying to create friction, you are not rubbing your twist back and forth like a loofah. What you want to do is squeeze the shampoo through your twist gently and let the water rinse it down. That's it. And I even squeeze the shampoo into the ends of my hair, and I'm not rubbing my hair all together because that will create tangles, that will create frizz, and just matting at the roots. Now a little of the shampoo that I use goes a long way, and the shampoo that I used is the Brioche Super Moisture Shampoo. I apply it to my scalp first. That is where the cleaning really needs to happen, and then I let it travel down the length of my twist as I rinse. To be honest, this step used to stress me out. I was scared I would ruin my twists. But here is what I learned. Your twist can handle it, especially when you're doing it with a proper deep conditioning session, which I'll share with you. To show you how dirty my hair was, the first shampoo that I put on my hair did not lather. It looked like it was going to lather at first, but there was no lather. By the time the shampoo, I had put the shampoo everywhere on my scalp. It didn't lather until I rinsed, and then had the on the second shampoo, that was where we had the lather, and that was the sign to show that okay, my scalp and my hair has been cleaned, and all of that hair product and all of that build up or whatever I had used in the past 3 weeks had actually come off. my hair, and my curls already started popping after shampooing. Watch what happens next. This is the step my hair was absolutely screaming for: deep conditioning. My 4C hair is high porosity. It absorbs moisture fast and it loses it just as fast. So deep conditioning is not optional for me. It is the whole point. I combine conditioning and deep conditioning in one step, and in this step I use the Brioche Super Moisture Conditioner and another conditioner I got from a black brand. Not conditioner, a deep conditioner I got from a black brand that has been amazing on my hair. And then I go in section by section, root to tip, definitely not on my scalp, my ends, everywhere. Then I put it in a plastic bag and I sit for like 10 to 15 minutes. Now here's the thing about deep conditioning in twists: you don't need to undo them for the conditioner to work. The products definitely penetrate, and that's another reason why I allow my deep conditioners to sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Now you want to ensure that you rinse out everything from your hair so that you're not carrying any products when you're going to retwists. And by the time I was done conditioning my hair, deep conditioning my hair, my twists felt completely different. They were softer, they were more pliable, my curls were popping like nothing. Another thing is I could feel a difference even before I rinsed. My hair just felt relieved, like it had been waiting for this. I will share a tip that has helped me retain length and reduce breakage when it's time to retwist. I used my hair products in this order: leave-in conditioner to all parts of my hair, then flaxseed gel next. I worked it all into the hair and focused a lot at the ends as they are the oldest part of my hair and they need a little more love. Then went in with my oil and lastly my coiling cream. I also noticed that when I take the steps this way, I do not have to refresh my mini twists in like a week because the moisture just stays locked in. If you have gotten to this part of the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Now to the takedown process. What I do is I first of all apply the flaxseed gel to the twist and then I unravel the twist. Once I'm done unraveling the twist, I use my fingers to first of all detangle and pull out any shed hair before I go in with any tangle teaser brush or any comb. Because my hair is damp and I did not borrow any hair when twisting, the takedown is easy and there's not a lot of shed hair. Okay, quick checking. If your natural 4C hair refresh routine does not include a deep conditioning step, I want you to drop a comment below and tell me what you have been doing instead. I'm genuinely curious because this step changed everything for me. Please give this video a like and a share if you have learned anything or if you're learning anything. Now back to it. And then came the time for me to seal all of that moisture in. LOC method. If you're new here, LOC is liquid, oil, cream. For high porosity 4C hair, this is a game changer because your hair needs that seal. I'm going to be using 2 liquids. That's my leave-in and flaxseed gel. My oil is Carol's Daughter Strengthening Oil, and then the cream is from Cantu. A little goes a long way with each step, especially the oil. You do not want to weigh your twists down. Now retwisting, I'm focusing on my fronts, the sides because I have cornrows on the sides and some of the back and maybe the middle. We'll see how that goes. These sections had the most frizz. To the rest of my hair that I was not going to refresh, I added leave-in flaxseed gel, then the hair oil and the styling cream. Here is the thing about retwisting during a refresh. You do not have to redo everything. You just do what needs to be done. Listen to your hair. Also, how you install your twist from the beginning matters. Don't borrow hair from one part of the twist to another, because when it's time to unravel, there will be tangles. I used flaxseed gel to take down the twists and I did not rinse it out. This is the step that has helped me retain length, and there is less breakage as well. The slip from the gel removes the shed hair easily. And I want to say I am retwisting on damp hair, LOC treated hair. That slip from the cream makes a huge difference. The twists lay so much smoother and they dry with so much more definition than if I had tried to retwist on dry hair. At this point, I'm just gonna allow you watch the video, and then once I'm done retwisting all of the hair, I'll be showing you what I do to take care of my scalp and also my hair once the twist is done. I also wanted to say that as I retwist, I go add a little more of the coiling cream to areas I might have missed, and also to the end of my hair. I also do not completely twist the hair. I swirl the ends on my fingers. Okay, after retwisting and letting everything dry, here is the result the following morning. I used the pattern hair serum on my scalp. I did not want to use any oil. I also used the pattern hair mousse on my ends so that the twist can stretch out, because it just curled up from my headband being on my hair the night before. Mini twist is a protective style, yes, but if you're not taking care of your scalp and your ends, that is length retention in the dream, because there will be no new growth and your ends will easily break up as well. Hair serum is new to my routine as well, and I'm loving the results I see. The serum is on the pricey side, so at some point I had to pour it into my palms and use my fingers. But guys, look at my scalp. My scalp looks very much moisturized after that. It is amazing how different they look. These are the same mini twists, same 4C hair, just clean, moisturized, and a little bit of love. And look at how much life they have again. I also use some edge control to make my edges look nice. To be honest, this is why I love mini twist as a protective style. You can get a solid 4 to 6 weeks out of them when you are refreshing properly. You do not have to take them down just because they feel dry or might just look frizzy. You just have to give them what they need, and at this point my hair needed moisture. I also loved how versatile this particular style with cornrows looked, because I could wear it as a side part, a half up, half down, a middle part, or full bun, or just a bun with some of the twist in front. I will also be showing you the amount of shed hair from the front, the middle, and some of the sides and back. And there you have it, my 4C natural hair retwist routine. I would love to know where you are at. Are you currently rocking mini twist? Have you tried a refresh like this, or do you usually just take them down? Please drop your comments in the section. I read every one of them. If this helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It really does make a difference. And if you're new here and you want to follow this natural hair journey with me, subscribe. I would love to have you along. I'll be sharing how I installed this mini twist / cornrows next. I also shared my wash prep routine before wash day for protective styles, and that will be playing after this. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.